We did that. This is good.
Hey you all, it's Shelly Wellness here and welcome to the Mindful Plate. Today we are going to be making cauliflower rice and peas. Now this recipe is coming because some of you have been asking me for some alternatives to your favorite rice dishes, and for some of you it's because you have some health issues like diabetes and you want to pull back from all the rice. And some of you just want to lose weight. So we're going to be using cauliflower in place of our rice to make this delicious, authentic tasting dish. Hey, I'm your host, Shelly Wellness. I'm on this journey to elevate our consciousness around food, and I invite you to join me. On this channel, I'll share recipes created with mindfulness, rooted in wellness. Welcome to the Mindful Plate. So the first step is we want to make sure that we get that Caribbean seasoning locked in. So we're going to add some ingredients to the blender, and then we're going to set that aside for later. So first we're going to add some coconut milk because you know rice and peas has that rich coconut milk flavor. Then we're going to add some garlic. Then we're going to add some thyme. Then we're going to add some scallion or green onion. And then we're going to add some scotch bonnet, but not the whole thing. Easy, just a piece. Now, if you want more heat, that's on you. So now we have this rich, flavorful broth seasoning to season our cauliflower rice. So we're gonna set this aside and get started on the rice. So I have a medium to high heat and I'm gonna put my cauliflower rice in. Now, the reason why I'm starting with that high of a heat is because the goal is to dry out the cauliflower rice. I'm using frozen cauliflower rice. I prefer this one. And of course, as it's frozen, that ice is gonna break down. So you don't want it to be soggy. You want your heat high enough so it can dry it out. And I'm using just enough oil, not a lot y'all, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan so nothing sticks. So what we're seeing here is all of this steam coming off. Now all that steam is that extra condensation and liquid because this has been frozen. So you want to cook the majority of that off. And every now and then, you just kind of give it a stir because you don't want the bottom to get brown and the top to stay wet. And so just give it a stir and then once again, put it back in a flat circle so that it's in an even layer in the pan and it can sweat off all of that extra moisture. So at this point in the game, you can see that it's not steaming as much. And so any steam you see is just regular heat. But at this point, it's mostly dried out, almost like it's being toasted. You might find that some of the cauliflower turns a little brown, not a problem, as long as it's not burnt. So now I'm gonna add in my peas. Now, I'm gonna be using lentils because I love lentils, but you could use gunga peas, red peas, it doesn't matter. Use what you have. So my peas don't have to be cooked like that because one, they're already cooked and for the most part they're dry. They didn't have as high as a moisture content as the cauliflower rice. So now we're gonna add in our seasoning. That smells, oh, hey! Now that's Scotch bonnet. That's what I get for putting my face on the pot. Scotch bonnet does not come to play, you hear me? Woo, this is nice though. The seasoning is there. I love it, I love it, I love it. Once you add your liquid seasoning in, you only have about 3 to 5 minutes left of cooking. Not a long time, because the goal at this point is just to get all the flavor. So you want to sweat out the wetness of the coconut milk and just leave all the goodness behind. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and we're gonna plate and we'll be done. So we have our cauliflower rice and peas, y'all. Let's give it a try. I like the texture. I really, really do. I can already tell you this Scotch bonnet is going to be hot. I can smell it in the steam. Wow. This is good. Wow. The Scotch bonnet is a little strong. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. But it works. Oh man. This, and you can taste the thyme and the coconut. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This will pair real nicely with my oxtails. If you haven't seen the vegan oxtail video, you need to get your life and go check that out. I'm telling you, vegan oxtails, cauliflower rice and peas, you have your whole healthy Jamaican life. Oh my God. Hey, we did that. This is so good. Oh, that's right. I'm filming an outro, not eating. This is really good. All right, you all. If you want the exact measurements of this recipe, you already know. The link is in the description, and that's my newsletter that I send out every single week with all of the exact details and more mindful eating tips. And if you know someone who's trying to reduce their rice intake and they could use this recipe, forward the video to them, share it. All right, you all, I will see you next time, and until then, eat well and be well.